Madam President, it is now 4 o'clock and you may start.
Thank you. We're calling to order the Sugarland 4B Corporation meeting on Wednesday, the 27th, 2020. Sugarland 4B Corporation, 4 p.m. For purposes of this meeting, we're going to call to order the meeting with the roll call of the directors. If you will signify your attendance. Ms. McCutcheon.
Present.
Mr. Kamali. Mr. Kamali. Mr. Kamali's here. Mr. Atkinson.
I'm sorry. I couldn't unmute. I'm here.
Perfect. Thank you. Mr. Atkinson. Mr. Atkinson's with us. Mr. Porter.
There you go.
Present.
Thank you. Mr. Gassani. And Ms. Sewell.
Present.
Thank you. Tia Moore, have we received any public comments for today's meeting?
No, we have not.
This meeting is a public hearing called at 4 p.m. to receive and hear all persons desiring to be heard on Sugarland 4B Corporation Resolution 2020-05-01, a resolution of the Board of Directors of the Sugarland 4B Corporation funding and administering the AllInForSLTX business marketing campaign, including the Sweet Cash component, using Sugarland 4B Corporation funds. Consideration of and action on Sugarland 4B Corporation Resolution number 2020-05-01, a resolution of the Board of Directors of the Sugarland 4B Corporation funding and administering the AllInForSLTX business marketing campaign, including the Sweet Cash component, using Sugarland 4B Corporation funds. Devin Rodriguez, Assistant Director of Economic Development, will present.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. Elizabeth couldn't join us today. She's got a personal matter that came up. She's okay, but I will be giving the presentation this afternoon on the AllInForSLTX campaign. So I just wanted to start off with, we've went in depth last week at our workshop about the AllInForSLTX campaign, and just want to hit a few of the highlights before we go into the public hearing portion of the agenda. So just in quick summary of the data gathering that has occurred over the last few weeks through surveys, through industry roundtables, through best practices research that our department has undertaken. And then of course, the city manager task force that has also been formed. But with that, the biggest concerns that really have come out is revenue and cash flow, and then also promotional support for our local businesses. And that is something that we've heard again and again. It came through in our survey research, but it also has reinforced itself as we've continued to have conversations with our businesses about what is the best way that we can support them moving forward through this pandemic. And so we are focusing our efforts in this campaign on doing just that, promoting our local businesses and helping them generate cash flow. Next slide, please. So with that, we've created the AllInForSLTX business marketing campaign. This is an overarching umbrella for a campaign that we're looking to launch. It has several components, one part being our Sweet Cash gift card activation program, and then another marketing aspect, which would be Sweet Summer Saturdays, as well as some other activations, the promotional aspect of the campaign that would continue to reinforce and promote our local businesses in Sugarland and get people out in Sugarland shopping, dining safely, and reinvigorating our economy again. So if I could get to the next slide, please. Thank you. So first off, the sweet cash component, the concept is that we would promote customers to purchase gift cards from Sugarland businesses, any Sugarland business, as long as they are located in the city of Sugarland, up to $200. And then in return, they will receive a matching gift card of approximately 50% from a local business that's been negatively impacted by COVID-19. And then another part, the other matching gift card for approximately 50% would be given to a frontline worker. Is an effort in the pay it forward goodwill aspect that we like to promote in Sugarland to say thank you to all those frontline workers that have been working so hard to keep us all safe, but also continue to work because this is not yet over. And then that initial purchaser actually would have the option to nominate a frontline worker or organization as the recipient as part of their submission form. Some of the benefits of the program is we're able to promote our local businesses. It would be a direct infusion of cash flow to the business for those that we purchase gift cards from. And then of course the pay it forward development of goodwill in Sugarland towards those frontline workers. And then finally, it's a way of leveraging these private dollars of the consumer going out and purchasing that gift card first, and then us leveraging that with public dollars with the gift cards that we would purchase with SL4B funds. Next slide, please. So the second part of this, of the All In for SLTX, is the Sweet Summer Saturdays. And this would create opportunities to promote our businesses, invigorate the businesses and the community. It would occur Saturdays in June and July, and then we would execute them based off of whatever the current situation might be, whether we start off first virtually and then move towards more in-person events that would still meet social distancing guidelines. And then it would also be used to promote the Sweet Cash Pay It Forward component and just overall communicate that Sugarland is safe and clean, and please explore, dine, and shop here in Sugarland. Next slide, please. So here's the overarching umbrella for the campaign and the budget allotment that we are proposing, a total of $250,000. $200,000 of it is allocated towards gift card purchases and ancillary expenses like printing and postage. This takes into account at least 2 rounds of purchasing gift cards, because in our best practices research that we've done with other communities, with their first rounds, they've been so successful that then they were kind of scrambling for funding for their second round. And so we are anticipating that this will be a success and want to plan to already have a second round ready to go when that does occur. And then $50,000 towards the marketing and promotional efforts surrounding the Sweet Summer Saturdays and other activations that we will be looking into exploring as this program progresses. Next slide, please. So that was just kind of a short overview, because I know we went in depth last week at our workshop on the All In for SLTX campaign, but just sort of wanted to revisit some of the highlights. We did receive a lot of your feedback last week and have been working on sort of those final details or other safeguards that we can put into place. There was a question about, could we not just mail the gift cards? So we are looking into developing plans of like a pickup location where people would be able to come and pick up their gift cards. And it would also give us an opportunity for some further promotion of the program that would give them, they could come and do their selfie and hashtag the All In for SLTX when they pick up their gift card. So we're looking into some of those other options to finalize the plan, as well as I think we mentioned in the city council workshop last night that we're going to be opening this for the businesses can have the gift cards or the gift certificates. So we will be accepting either of those. But for the first round, we're looking to businesses that meet the eligibility criteria and provide some form of gift card or gift certificate. And then we can look into helping businesses that may not have an established program in a future round. But wanted to touch on that before we get to this final slide of our next steps are to hold a public hearing and then recommending approval of resolution 2020-05-01 that would fund and administer the All In for SLTX business marketing campaign, including the Sweet Cash component. So with that, I will hand it back over to you, Ms. Saunders, regarding the public hearing.
Aaron, you have to come off mute.
Thank you. Consideration of an action on the Sugarland 4B Corporation Resolution, again, 2020-0501, a resolution of the Board of Directors of the Sugarland 4B Corporation, funding and administering the AllInForSLTX business marketing campaign, including the sweet cash component using Sugarland 4B Corporation funds. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
this is Tricia.
Yes.
Could you open for public hearing and then close it before we move on to consideration?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So opening for public hearing, receive and hear all persons desiring to be heard on Sugarland 4B Corporation Resolution 2020-0501, a resolution of the Board of Directors of the Sugarland 4B Corporation funding and administering the AllInForSLTX business marketing campaign, including the sweet cash component using Sugarland 4B Corporation funds. Is there anyone who wishes to speak?
Do we have anyone who signed up?
No, ma'am, we do not have anyone who signed up for the public hearing.
Okay, then we will close the public hearing. Do we have a motion for approval? I think that was Ms. Sewell.
Yeah, motion to approve.
Second the motion.
I think Mr. Atkinson gave the second on that. Is there any discussion? Was there discussion?
I had a question. Have there been any other questions or discussions around this topic with other sessions that you've had among other entities within the city or otherwise? I'm just curious if there's been any other positive and or negative commentary generated from the exposure process.
So we workshopped this with all of you last week, and then we also had a city council workshop last night. Overall, it's been very positive, just with clarifying questions. So overall, it's been very positive, and as reaching out to some of our other city departments that are going to be helping us sort of work out some of the details of this. It's all been very positive, and people are willing to help us support this program.
Okay, thank you.
If there are no other questions.
Mr. Kamali has a question.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Not a question, but for the rest of 4B members, Devin, Mayor had made a comment at our workshop yesterday, go big or go home, and talked about going from the 250 to the 500. I know it's been less than 24 hours, but is someone looking into that for us?
Yes, we've started initial discussions. The 250,000 is something that we can accomplish right now with our budget. So to go increase that will just require a few other additional approvals that we would need to come back to you all for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other questions? The motion was made by Ms. Sewell and seconded by Mr. Atkinson. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. There being no further business, do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for your attendance.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Appreciate